There we go, guys. What's up? Click this, do that, minimize that. Are we recording? Hello? Check 1, 2, mic check. What's up, guys? How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing spectacular. It's a gloomy morning here in real life in Wisconsin, so we're going to jump right in and do a Tinker project. First, quick announcement. If anybody wants to become a channel member, click the join button. It's right next to the subscribe button, and you can become a channel member and help support the channel. And you can download any of the models that you see on this channel and print them right at home. And it's very, very awesome. So we're going to make a model today. I'm going to give myself kind of like a challenge because we got a different challenge going on for the channel members. It's a build a boat challenge. So that should still be going on. Well, it depends when you watch this video, but I'll probably post this video on April 16th, and the boat members only boat challenge ends on the end of the 17th. So there's a little bit of time. It depends when you see this. Whatever. Let's jump right in. Guys, you got to see the thumbnail because you guys are from the future. You guys are robots. I'm going to set the sketch tool down. I'm going to use the sketch tool to try making an articulated model using just the sketch tool. Is that going to work? I have no idea. Let me start over. Oh my gosh, I actually started over. That's not what I wanted. Okay. In case people are very new to the sketch tool, why don't we start from scratch here? So we're going to make all the shapes that we need for our model using just the sketch tool and see if we can get an articulated model. I'm sure we can. I don't know quite what we're going to make yet. I was kind of thinking like a crab. I might make a crab. Is that cool? Yeah. Well, I mean, of course it's cool. Crabs are awesome. You know, the animal. Okay, whatever. Let's just get started. Here's the sketch tool, and let's drag it out onto the work plane here. We're going to set it down. I'm going to first, I think the first thing we should do is make the linkage, you know. So let's just go ahead and start. Oh, wow, we really get measurements now, too. They keep adding stuff to this. That's cool. So right now I have my snap grid set at 1 millimeter. See down here in the corner? So it's snapping basically to 1 millimeter increments. And now they added this measure. See, they're telling me how many millimeters long my lines are. That's really cool. But in this case, we're free. We're just free running it. Okay, let's just do something like this. Okay, let me think. That's actually not bad. So what we're going to do now is click this button here so we can modify the shape, and all these little pins will show up, okay? So you can select these pins separately, and see right now they're all angle pins. Like they, you know, what? Wow, I'm so good at talking today. So you can turn them into curves by clicking this button in the middle down here. See how it turned it into a curve? Or I noticed you can also just double click them. Did you see that? Let's turn it back. And here's another thing too. You can just do your normal, you know how you drag the red box like this? You can select a bunch of pins and all at once turn them into curves. See? Okay. So I'm looking at a side profile of our soon-to-be linkage. So let me make a few adjustments here. Oh, okay. So see, obviously, you guys probably know this, but see, you could stretch these orange bars to change the shape of your deal. And if you really want to get crazy, you can split the orange bars with these brake handles. So then the orange bars move separately, so you could really make weird shapes, see? But I don't think we need to do that. So let's just roll with it. We're going to start with a shape about like this, I think. There. We love it. We do, not just me, us. Finish sketch. Okay. At some point, I'm sure I'll have to kick into a little time-lapse because there's going to be a lot of sketch tooling. So Okay, watch this. Let's duplicate this. I'm going to raise up the duplicate. See, like this. Turn it into a hole. And now we're going to shrink it down. So I'm actually going to hold Control, Alt, and Shift. See how it shrinks it uniformly? I love that. If you're holding Control, Alt, Shift, it'll leave it centered like that. And uniform. So, I want it nice and thick. I have a bad habit. Oof. I'm trying to think, though. I actually might change the shape of this a little. Let's look at it quick. Well. Wow. Wow. It sounded like I meowed. Wow. No, I think it's good. Let's just rock that, guys. There's going to be a lot of sharp edges on... There's going to be a lot of sharp edges. Because, see, we don't have, like, a radius bar to, like, smooth these edges. So there's no easy way to take care of that. But, okay, let's pretend... Let's pretend this is going to go through something. Because this is going to be like a link, you know. We're going to use, like, a chain link method, you know. Okay, so that means we're going to need... Let's duplicate this. Turn it to a hole. And make it bigger. Because what we're going to need to do... I'm going to squish it down. See, whatever we put it through... Oh, wow, that was easy. Oh, I guess it's not quite right. Oh, wow, will it let me edit that? Oh, what? Oh, I see why. Okay, you know what? I actually think it's going to be easier to just put another sketch tool on here. Oh, yeah, this looks like it'll be a lot easier. Because, see, we're gonna need to cut a bigger hole through parts of our object for this link to fit through, you know? So let's just do something like this. Okay, it looks weird, but watch when we turn it to curves. Oh, we have to hit this button first. Boop. Okay, let's select them all and turn them to curves. And see, all we have to do now, all we have to do is start adjusting these. Whoa, weird. Yeah, like this. So I see I'm gonna keep adjusting these till I get like a nice shape around it like this. See, it's almost there already. Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty easy. I don't know if I made it too beefy. Let's see, a little more adjust. Yeah, basically like that. I didn't even have to do a speed up. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it'll have to be a little wider too. Okay, so this is basically what I mean. This is probably a little too big, but I do like them to be nice and loose. Let's shrink it down a little and see if it still works. Okay, let's say we are going to make a crab, okay? Well, for one thing, I think I actually want this thicker too. Okay, let's just go ahead and do one of the crab claws and one of like the body segments. I mean the arm segments. And then you'll see what I mean. So I don't have to try to put it into words. Oh man, I can't think. Okay, let's go ahead and make like I want to make the big old beefy claw. So let's make the side profile of it first. Okay, it's going to be flat on the bottom, right? I guess just like this. Okay, let's turn these into curves. Oops, and this one. You can also hold shift and select the ones that you want. Oh, wait, maybe not this one. I don't know. Noob alert. Okay. So what we need to do, though, is... What I learned in boating school is... I hope everyone gets my SpongeBob references. So when we know we're gonna have an attachment point for um that link that we made, we need to make a curve like this. See how this angles up like this? Every time we are going to be inserting that into a body part or something, we're gonna make sure it has an upward curve like this, and you'll see why in just a moment. I guess this is okay. I don't know. Let's just hit finish sketch. And what we're going to do is flip this up. We're going to have to make this into a claw, basically. I think. Wow, this could be a long project. Okay, I'll show you what I mean now. See, now I can at least show you. So, there we go, just like this. So, see, that is a perfect... Let me see if it's okay. Yes. Let's see how sturdy it is. Oh, yeah. So see how that link works now? So see, I haven't really made this into a claw yet, but watch what happens. So if I select just the cutout and this big block that's going to be the claw, so the cutout and the big block, and hit group, there we go. Look, we have a working joint. Isn't that awesome? That doesn't need supports either because of the angles that we have, you know? Like we had it... Here, let's turn it transparent. See? See, all this stuff is at angles, and I've learned my lesson throughout the many months. I learned that you have to make this stuff looser than you think, or I do. See how it looks really loose? That's how it has to be. Because I always make stuff way too tight, and it's dumb. But I don't think I'm quite ready to make that cut, but I wanted to quick show you that how we can make the cuts into stuff. So see, we could just use this same one over and over again, basically. So let's actually duplicate it and set one off to the side. And let's go ahead and see if we can shape this a little better. So one thing we could do with the sketch tool is we can cut from different angles. So see, we could set the sketch tool down on the ground right here on the work plane. And then look, we could cut curves into, let's see, well, yeah, we could cut curves right into this. Here, let's go like this. Ooh, that looks bulky and beefy. Okay, let's turn a few into curves. Boop. Okay. I kind of love it, Okay, let's hit finish. And just see what it looks like. Well, it's buried. Okay, wow, this is going to be quite a challenge. This is a brain buster. Okay, so let's duplicate it, slide it over, mirror it. So click the mirror button right here. Boop. And flip it. Boop. See, so we have a claw shape, right? I like that too. Maybe it's going to look like a robot claw. Robot crab. Oh my gosh, actually, we might have to embrace that because there's going to be a lot of sharp angles like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to raise this. Oh yeah, let's make it wider because it looks cool. I did that by accident. Let's raise it up. Ooh, look at that big old claw. That's cool. Okay, let's group it together. Boop. And now, see, we have the side profile cut right here. So, see, if we wanted the whole claw to be shaped like this, we could use this as a cutout. So, how would we do that? Let's make this really wide. Okay. Let's duplicate it. And I'm going to hold shift and stretch this. We got to make one of them really big. Okay. Okay, it doesn't have to be so long though. So see, let's shrink it down. It'll make sense in a second here. It looks weird and confusing. Because we're making a big old cutout from this shape. So watch. Let's make this small version into the hole like this. And now we group the two together. See, we just made this curve like that. And now we turn it in the whole thing into a hole because we're using it as a cutout, see? And all we have to do is shrink it down and kind of change its shape. And we can cut our claw into this shape. You get what I'm saying? So even right there might be good. Or stupid. Let's just check it out. Did that make sense? Okay, I'm just kind of positioning it and we'll group them together and see what it looks like. I think it's going to look great. Oh my gosh, we could cut it in this direction too. Oh. Okay. Yep, let's go ahead and group it, guys. But see, if we have to do this for every body part, this is going to take forever. Okay, group. Watch this. See? Look at. Wasn't that cool? Oh my gosh. Awesome. We're actually stopping right there. That one looks great. I want him to have two really big claws. Like oversized, you know? So look at how cool that looks. I want to make sure this is very beefy. Let's actually make this a little wider. Like, I want the joints to be beefcake. Slightly taller. There. So, see, something like that's going to be a big old beefy joint and really nice and loose, too. You get what I'm saying? Wow, I'm actually really happy with that. So, we wouldn't have to group it yet, but we could. Is everything lined up? Let's select everything and hit the align tool. Boop and boop. No, it wasn't. So, I'd say we can go ahead and let me quick think. Yeah, I think we're ready. So here, let's just click. Whoa, what? It slid over. Okay, let's click the claw and the cutout and hit group. See? See how easy we made, you know, articulated link? You know, it might not be the most beautiful one in the world. It's going to look visually chain linky like this, but, you know, that's how we want it. Yeah, I guess we're just going to continue. So, like, now we will just make a little arm segment. So, let's just do it. Like I said, I'm going to have to kick into a time-lapse eventually because this will probably take forever. Maybe I won't even have time to do this. I will make time. Grandma's birthday party? Mom, skip it. Okay, let's just make a shape for his arm. Oh, wait a minute. Let's make a weird shape. Here, I'm starting over. Okay, like this, like this. See, I'm adding a couple spines onto the crab. Okay, that might be all right. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's hit finish. Okay. And now we're just gonna, so we have the same on both sides. Let's duplicate it. Slide it over, mirror it. We're gonna be doing a lot of the same thing. So even when we go into a time lapse, I'm just gonna be doing the same stuff. Let's group it. Stretch it up. We got a little bit of a weird. I could have. Do we need to fix that? Or do we like that? I mean, actually, there's nothing wrong with that, actually. Whoa! This is probably too big. Let's shrink it down. Okay, see? We could do stuff like this, guys. Doesn't that look awesome? But we could also add the curve to it. Oh, yeah. So here, just for the moment, let's move this out of the way. And let's add a curve to it in this direction, okay? What I like to do, see, if we were to just set the sketch tool right on there, we wouldn't, the sketch tool would be on an uneven surface. Because see how this is curved? So what I do is I set a block down like this. And then I set the sketch tool on it. Wow, did we really have to have that? We got to get this out of the background. See this thing back here, the link? Let's move it. There. Now we can, let's go back into the sketch. See, we can see the outline of our thing. So we just ignore this temporary block. This is the outline that we're trying to edit. And see, we're nice and perfectly lined up. And it has to be like that. And I'll explain why in a second. Okay, let's actually just make a cutout tool simply. We're going to go from here to here to here. That'll be fine. We got to make it kind of bigger. Okay, how much bigger does it have to be? I'm just going to make it plenty big. Okay, let's finish connecting it. And the only one we have to turn into a curve is this one. Boom. See, just like that. And we can adjust how... Actually, I kind of like it just like this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, hit finish sketch. Turn it into a hole. Look at how easy this is, guys. And now stretch it. Boom. See, we're about to cut that curve on it now. Let's drop it down a little bit. Come on now. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We love it. We love it. Let's group it together. See? Look at that. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's get rid of our temporary block. And we can slide this back in to have a look. Oh my gosh, wrong button. Boop. Okay, oh wow, we're going to have to... we're going to have to pull this up a little bit. Which is even better. Okay, wait, do we want it... Here, let's see what it looks like. Wow, it's really cool. Or do we want it sticking up a little more? I don't mind that. Actually, yeah, that's even better. Oh my gosh, guys. Robo Crab. Dude, crabs have a lot of crazy exoskeleton armor anyway. Sometimes they do have kind of weird angles and stuff like that. So, look at that, guys. So, we have... Oh, yeah, we might have to edit this a little bit. Oh, we could just make a cut. Okay. So what we'll basically do is, see, we'll just bring in another link like this. You know, we'll just have another link cut into this. So, and maybe even at an angle, I haven't decided yet. So, see, we'd have a link come in like this. But it looks like, Nah, I'll probably leave it straight just because it'll be easier. But I will have to do some cuts on the back of this, which is fine. Okay, let me show you, and then we'll kick it to time lapse because otherwise this will be a 2-hour video. Let's set down our temporary block right here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Set it down here. Boop. And sketch tool. Boop. Okay, so this is we want to cut this. So remember how we were talking about we have to have that that kind of upward curve for the link to work right? So let's do that. And then we can also have a little curvature of the top too. So let's just go like this. I'm just bulking this out so it'll work as a cutout. You'll see in a second. So let's just finish the tool. And let's turn these, whoops. Let's turn these into curves. This one. Is this one a curve? Okay, I just got to make some adjustments here. Okay, that looks fine, don't it? I think that looks okay. There. Okay, same thing, guys. We'll turn it to a hole. Make it really wide. And look, we're just going to use it to cut right into this. We can get rid of our temporary block. See? We're going to cut right into this little pupper. This little Krabby Patty. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and group these two. There we go. So see, by cutting a few different sketch tool angles on here, we made a pretty cool shape. And now look, this is gonna, well, hopefully, I could always change it. It looks like oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, I'll have to make some of these smaller because see, this is a really big joint for his biggest claw. So eventually I could shrink these down a little bit. So let's shrink this whole link down. And I could just adjust them to fit depending on what we need, you know. That's actually probably awesome. Let's line it up. Okay, click the Align tool. And I'll click this body segment to make it the master because we don't want it to move. So watch, I'll click this. See how it changed where these black dots were? So now when we align it, this body part's not going to slide around. It's going to move the link. Ready? Boop. Perfect. Okay, let's make sure we like it. Dude, and then see, one at a time, we can build the whole model, and it's going to be fantastic. It's just going to take a while. Okay, so we'll just select just the cutout of the link and the body part. And group. There we go. See, we got another working link. I'm just going to make sure that this plastic is, like, thick enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd almost like this a little deeper in there. Can we do that? Would that make the plastic thicker? Yeah. Yeah, it would. We could probably make it a little narrower. No, I don't want it narrower. Okay, let's try it now. So just the cutout and the body part and group. Yeah, see how that's thicker, this plastic right here that I'm pointing at? We want to make sure everything is thick so there's no thin parts. Look at that, guys. We just made an awesome looking claw. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a coffee break and we're going to kick into a time lapse. Let's make this model happen. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. Okay, guys, did you see that? Is anybody still watching? Look at this, we got Mr. Krabs. Wow, I'm actually pretty darn happy with how this turned out. This is 100% made with the sketch tool, so I didn't use anything else. At the very end, I almost used one of these rectangles to cut the bottom flat, but I caught myself. Did you see? So I used the sketch tool to make a flat thing. So look at this. I hope everything looks okay to me. I should look close before I print it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we have all the legs. We got these little they got these little goofy legs in the back. I think they're for digging. So like the very back little set of legs that crabs have, aquatic crabs anyway, they have like little digging legs. So I guess I'm super happy with how it looks. It's really cool. I just don't quite know how much motion we're gonna get. We should get plenty of motion like this direction. Well, let's see. I don't really know, to be honest. There's not going to be much side-to-side motion because since we made this all with a sketch tool, these are kind of sharp edges. So when this tries to turn this way or that way, these are going to hit. So they're going to have some motion. They should have plenty of motion like this. I don't really know. There will be some kind of motion, and we know that. But I'm just proud because it is 100% sketch tool, and it's an articulated model. So let's see if it prints. I'm going to print it pretty big, so probably almost as big as the bed of the printer, just because I want all the links to be nice and strong. I'm sure you could print it smaller, but I'm going to print it out big because I think it's cool. And I got a really cool roll of filament to test out. So we'll do a little filament review too, and let's send it to the printer.
Oh my gosh, holy cow, Mr. Krabs! Look at this, guys! Wow, this is cool. It just got done. So let me tell you what I ended up using. So I didn't get out this new roll of filament that I have because I thought I better use up some of the filament that I already have open, you know, before it dries up. So this is that crazy filament that we've used before. It's the G-Tech Dreamy Trio. Oh, it's so cool. It's like this bicolored, pearlescent kind of color changing, multicolored, whatever. Wow, this is incredible. I hope we get some motion on these. I'm sure we will, but it might not be as good as it could have been if this were all rounded, you know? But since we used just the sketch tool, we kind of had no choice on some of that. Let's see if we can pop this off. Look it, we already got movement, guys. Oh my gosh, this is great. I wonder if I could have gotten... See, these articulated ones, even if you bend it, it doesn't really pop off because they can move. Okay, let me get this off here, guys. I can see we already got motion. Did two of these legs stick together? Two of these printed together a little tiny bit. I'll have to split them. They're touching a little bit. Oh my gosh, we do have some motion. Okay, guys, let me get this off here. And I don't, these two legs were too close, so these are touching. I will change that in the model. Okay, let me get him off quick. Mr. Krabs, come here. Guys, are you ready for this? Oh my gosh, Mr. Krabs. Dude, he's actually got better motion than I thought. Wow, I'm so happy. Yeah, look, he's actually, I kind of thought he'd be really limited. Look at this. He's got really good motion. I knew he'd have good motion like upward. But this side-to-side motion I thought would be really bad. But look, we actually got pretty good motion. Oh, down's good too, look. Oh my goodness. Guys, that is good enough for the all-star shelf. Yay, Mr. Krabs. Wow, this is really cool. Look at, let's see how far up these can go. Oh yeah, these can pose nicely. Obviously, it's not like full range, but actually, that's pretty good. That's more than I thought we would get. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And the fact that we did this with just only the sketch tool, is fantastic, guys. Hey, a crab! Wow, even kind of sounds cool. Oh. Oh my gosh, I'm already having so much fun with him. He's so great, guys. Oh, this was such an awesome model. Oh, well, okay, if anybody, any of the channel members want to print this guy out, I'll add him to the list. All I have to do is make sure these legs aren't attached. These two back legs were a little too close. They were attached by a tiny little bit. And I would say make sure you print it at least this big, I think, because otherwise these, you know, these links might be getting kind of delicate if it was much smaller. So I print him kind of big. He's cool like that anyway. Awesome, guys. This is so cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Don't pinch my viewers.